5,000 expected. Magpies are flying high, unbeaten in the last.
Hello everybody, welcome to your watch along of Chesterfield versus Solihull Moors in the National League. Like, subscribe with the bell notification, don't forget to post if you are new to the channel. So hopefully today we can go and get the 3 points at home to Solihull Moors.
And there's another big game at the Kingfield Stadium, which has been the home of Woking FC for 100 years. Darren Soule's team are currently 4th, hot on the heels of Chesterfield, and come into this game against.
So you got the lineups below for the 90 minutes, and also you got scores above from some of the Football League, League 1, League 2 games, and some from the National League and some from the leagues below. So hopefully we'll get the 3 points today.
So it's going to be attacking football from Chesterfield, and I'm excited to see what Solihull are going to bring to the game as well.
Aaron, you do watch often. What do you want to see from both sides?
Again, just good football. You know, both teams
go
out to win the game. You know, and I think they will. Hopefully, it's a great spectacle for the National League, because there are going to be a hell of a lot of eyes watching that don't normally, and hopefully this will bring in even more viewers to the National League, because it's a great league. It is definitely a chance for the National League to shine, isn't it? More people in the stands today, more people watching this at home. What do you think they're in store for today?
Come on, lads! Come on, boys!
Really good footballing teams. You know, anyone that hasn't watched the National League will look and think, non-league football, what's it all about? Listen, this is just as good, if not better, than the leagues above. You know, League 2, League 1. These are really good technical players, deserving of a chance playing in the Football League. So hopefully they go out, they show exactly what good players they are, and it makes for a great game for us all.
I know it's our job to be here, but we're absolutely fans as well. I know 2 other lads that are definitely fans at the level, and they'll be giving us their company for the rest of the afternoon. On comms, it's Adam Virgo and Adam Summerson.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, you're right. It is a great chance, isn't it, for the National League to showcase what it's all about in the coming weeks. Afternoon, everyone. I think this could be quite compelling today, actually. 2 of last season's playoff contenders.
Go on, lads!
To know people. Their first meeting this since Solihull knocked Chesterfield out in the semi-finals last season. The Spyrites with something of an opportunity for revenge, and they are one of.
Go on, boys! Go on, Chesterfield! Let's go and get 3 points today. Go on, the heels of Wrexham and the heels of Notts County. Let's do it! Chesterfield! Oh, Chesterfield! 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 Oh, Chesterfield! Go on, lads! I'll give you the lineups today, starting with Chesterfield. This is your lineup. This is an unchanged lineup. The same side that played a 5-1 win last time out away at Torquay. And this is your Solihull Moors lineup to play against Chesterfield today, folks.
So no surprise, the Paul Cook name's an unchanged lineup. Right back, Jeff King is having a season to remember so far. A real
go, lads!
6 goals and 5 assists. Tyrone Williams maintains his record, featuring in every game in the National League so far this season, and faces a former employer today.
Go on, Chesterfield!
Solihull have found it difficult to regroup after Tuesday's FA Cup defeat after extra time at Hartlepool. They didn't get home until 3:30 in the morning. There are 2 changes to the 11 that began that game. Ryan Boot replaces Louis Molden in goal, and Welsh teenager Ethan Vaughan comes in for Ben Coker at left back. Neil Ardley said he was gutted and devastated after Solihull's FA Cup elimination at Hartlepool this week, lifting his players, particularly after going to extra time. Won't have been easy. And he's in good form. 2 goals in his last 4 games for Darren Oldacre. Got a goal and an assist against Torquay last weekend. His goal that he scored in that game was a lovely curling effort from the edge of the box. And you think today, Adam, that the goalkeeper for the opposition's Solihull Moors, Ryan Boots, could have an important role.
Yeah, I mean, not often I'd really bring goalkeepers into players to watch, but I really feel that the seasons I've seen Ryan do between the six, I think he's a real quality goalkeeper. I think his kicking's going to be a really important element to start counter-attacks today for Solihull Moors, and it's great to see him back playing again.
Well, Paul Cook served a touchline ban last weekend at Torquay after being shown 4 yellow cards this season, having seen his side win 5-1. Adam, I wondered whether he might be tempted to watch from upstairs again, but he's down there on the touchline and already looking energised, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly he'll be certainly up for this game, and so the way his side have been this season under his tenure has been excellent.
Go on, boys!
Looking for a good start from his team in particular. Against a side, as you mentioned, a little bit inconsistent in terms of Solihull Moors, but the presence that Neil Arley has in that forward line, can never underestimate them.
A meeting then between two of the promotion contenders, an opportunity to hurt a direct rival. These two clubs ended last season 13 points apart in Solihull's favour. The gap 7 points in Chesterfield's favour right now, swing of 20 points. And they'll be looking to maintain momentum today, the Spyrites. Neil Ardley, Adam, has said that this is something he feels of a free hit for Solihull, says it won't make too much of a difference.
The game is underway. Chesterfield versus Solihull Moors. Let's go and get the 3 points, boys!
As a smoke screen sometimes, just to maybe take a little pressure off the players, but as the boys were saying pre-match,
Chesterfield! Chesterfield! Whoa! Chesterfield! Come on, lads!
You have to come up against sides like Chesterfield and take it to them despite
Come on, lads!
the consistent run that Neil Ardley's team have been on. Yes, the wins haven't quite been there, but the performances have been there. I just think they haven't taken their chances in front of goal when they've been given that opportunity.
Clements. Williams.
So guys, keep on your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Jeff King has been one of the players of the season so far, not just at Chesterfield but in the National League in general. Clark. Osborne did go off injured in the cup midweek at Hartlepool, but has been past fit to start today. I think that was a little bit unexpected, actually.
I'm sure there's a few injury worries for Neil Ardley coming into the game, Osborne being one, Dallas being another. It's good to see them back out because you need your important players leading the line, and Jamie Osborne, as you mentioned time and time again, we know the qualities that he's got. Unfortunately, injuries over the last couple of seasons certainly hampered his consistency of game time.
Dallas, a real danger man for Solihull. 8 goals in the league so far this season for him. Their top scorer with 9 in all competitions. As forward it goes from Clark. Grimes with the header for Chesterfield.
Oh, offside.
Neil Ardley used the phrase to Becky Eyes before the game of bare bones in terms of the injuries that they have right now. How many players he can't call upon. He's fairly philosophical about the situation that they find themselves in at the moment. He was very confident, wasn't he, that they will come good in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good manager, and we've seen time and again with Notts County, we saw the way that Solihull Moors were last season. They're arguably, for me, the best counter-attacking side in the National League, and unfortunately, they just came up against a good side of Grimsby in the promotion final. But sometimes that second season I think it's difficult always to get going. Too many sides have lost promotion finals, Adam, and found it a little bit difficult to find consistency the season after.
Osborne, good drive forward from him. Dallas gets involved.
Whoa! Have that Solihull.
To their top scorer.
Have that Dallas.
That you need sometimes just to breathe yourself just that little bit of confidence. I think he just maybe snapped at the chance slightly rather than having a controlled strike towards the goal.
Mullins, Schumacher and Madden got more National League goals last season than Andy Dallas.
Go on!
It was Mandeville's pass.
Oh, lucky.
Have enough on it to reach Jeff King.
Guys, keep on your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Osborne. Clark. Fairly energetic start here from Solihull, despite their midweek exertions, they were very unlucky to lose in the Cup at Hartlepool.
I mean, they had so many chances in that game. I saw the highlights of it, and they could have maybe been 4 or 5-1 away from
Come on, Chesterfield!
Hartlepool side now under continuing Paul Hartley to lose on penalties. Telling his demeanour, wasn't he? He was
I don't see that as a foul.
with the results of, you feel sometimes that you deserve that. Now they've missed out on the second round tie, but on the other side of the coin, you can now look and concentrate on the league. They've started the game fairly well. Yes, 4 minutes into it, but there's certainly a confidence about his team the way they've started.
Footwear issue here. Osborne did his best to remedy. And the captain now is trying to sort it out. Ryan Barnett is the player afflicted. The crowd's getting a little bit restless. I thought that was interesting as well, Adam, before the game, where Neil Ardley said that, yeah, look, there was a hangover from the promotion final last season. Said we had 3 weeks to sort ourselves out, and it was difficult, and that he admitted that, yeah, they've taken it a little bit into this new season.
So, I mean, you think of a couple of years ago, Torquay, I think when you finish that promotion final, you're playing catch up to everybody else in terms of trying to sign players, knowing which division you're going to be in. Like Gary Johnson was saying that when they lost in that promotion final to Hartlepool, Woking had already signed 12 players before the game had kicked off. So you can kind of always see that you're always going to be playing catch up, and are you going to keep Sabara? Are you going to keep Dallas come the end of the season? These kind of important players, so much to deal with. So I can understand there's an element of just trying to find their way again this season. So there is going to be a little bit of inconsistency, but I do like the way that he manages. I do like the way that his side does play. There's some real good players in his team.
Callaghan certainly made a positive start to this game. Williams intercepts. King. Quigley. This touch was soft. Jones. Keeping Shamanga out of the side at the moment, Joe Quigley. Leads the line very well. Maybe would like to score more goals, but he brings so many others into play, doesn't he?
I'll say fair play to Joe Quigley, the way that he's, I think, won the fans over now with the way that he's played in the final third. Yes, you can mention a couple of goals to be better off, but I think what he brings to the side in general in that final third is something that Paul Cook really appreciates.
Dallas up against Williams. He's got Sabara waiting in the middle. That's who it was intended for. But Mike Jones was there for the Spyrites. He's been in great form of late, Mike Jones.
Not one of these players, Adam, that just sit in front of the back four, that does so much work without the ball, the organisation, that little turnover, keeping that first pass.
Where can I watch the game? It's
been a really important player. His experience has been absolutely invaluable. Not a coincidence, perhaps, that he started every game of this 7-match unbeaten run. Chesterfield have been on. Dallas with the pass. And Clark got involved. So did Sabara. Clark in the middle now.
So guys, keep on in your questions. Like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let me know. Any questions?
They've started this game better than I thought they would.
There's certainly a purpose about them. I mean, they have started the game a lot faster than I thought they would have done. Maybe found their way into the game first.
That's why I do streams like this, to let people know what's happening during the games. I got commentary style, watch along, so I can let you guys know what happens. For people that are unable to be at the game or are unable to watch the game, so I can let you guys know what happens during the stream. So I hope you enjoy the stream.
It goes to boot. These two clubs with the squads they've assembled will surely be contenders for promotion again this season. Started the day 3rd and 6th respectively. It's a full fixture programme in the National League, and we will from time to time during this live game bring you some of the goals that go in elsewhere. It's a record crowd for the National League today at Meadow Lane for the game between Notts County and Yeovil. More than 16,000 expected there today.
So it is Chesterfield 0, Solihull Moors 0. I will be giving out other games as well because I've got to update the scoreboard for you. There's no goals in the National League at the moment. No goals in the National League. But there has been a goal in a couple of the games which we can now update you on, folks. Which is...
Dallas waits in the middle, others arriving as well. Barnett hitting the byline. Oldacre now, chance for Chesterfield to get forward.
Which is 1-0 Stockport. And also it is 1-0 Harrogate Town versus Mansfield.
Just been a little bit slow getting into the game. Just a turnover of ball. They haven't really found Oldacre into the game.
The first goal of the National League today, folks, is Barnet 1, Torquay United 0.
2-3-1 to a 4-1-4-1 formation. I think that's helped the balance of his side a lot better. There's an element of why maybe more players are scoring goals rather than just the one individual that they've been used to for a season or so.
And we can check, we can now update the other goal, which is Tadcaster Albion 1, Pontefract Quarries 0. Oh! Turned by Joe Quigley just wide of the goal. Unlucky. Unlucky. Nearly 1-0 Chesterfield, folks.
Just a little bit of rub with the green there. It deflects towards him. It's a great first touch that sets up the opportunity for him. Just agonisingly wide past the post.
Williams and Grimes forward.
And at the same time, it is also Ossett United 1, Grantham Town 0, and that's why they are shite.
Clements.
Both of you guys are enjoying the stream. Keep your questions coming.
Such a contrasting form between these two sides. Chesterfield 7 unbeaten, have won 6 of them. Solihull now have gone 6 games without a win in all competitions.
Let's get some questions in the chat, folks. Like, sub, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's Chesterfield 0, Solihull Moors 0. I might have to do that.
Just got away from Dobra. Barnett. There's too much on that from Osborne. Just looking to seek out form. His 3rd league appearance of the season today for Ethan Ford.
Because at the moment it is still 0-0.
Over the summer.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Sabara. Stoller. Clark. Barnett. Kelleher. Great challenge.
Good defending. Good. Go on.
Gets involved.
Oh!
They have both Dobra and Quigley waiting for the cross.
I've seen one or the other. Didn't really make a choice.
That's a free kick.
Good pressure though from Whelan and Osborne. It's the first time they've got tight to the 2 holding midfielders for Solihull Moors in terms of Storer and Osborne. It's a good press. It's not a foul. Release the ball early and you get Mandeville into a really, really good position. I think the touch there sets up the shot more than the pass back.
That's been a good source of creativity this season as well. Mandeville 5 assists he's got. Couldn't pick anyone out on that occasion. Recently signed a new contract till 2024, Mandeville.
I've certainly seen the more consistency from him, more 90 minutes as well. I think as a player that's always had that potential, but that consistency has always been an issue. But this season, he's certainly finding his best form.
Dobra, Clements on the outside.
That's a free kick, ref. Thank you very much. You know what you're doing, Osborne. You know what you're doing.
Decision. It'll be interesting to see that again.
Yeah, my first reaction was I thought it was a foul. I guess a soft one, maybe a small touch on him. Just the quickness of his feet, Dobra. We know he's got quick feet. He's looking to be positive. It's not a foul.
What it is a free kick in a good position here. Dobra, who won it, now takes his place in the box, and it is a fine right boot that will swing this in now. King to take it.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Quickly a great target to aim at in these situations.
Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on! G! C! Come on! Boom! I have no idea the score, but we're 1-0 up, 3! Is it? Is it? Who scored? Is it Jeffrey King? Is it Jeffrey King? Aye, who scored? We all don't know.
I mean, it's a brilliant ball in him, really, isn't it?
We don't know who scored, folks.
Maybe got the touch.
It looks like it's an own goal! It looks like it's an own goal! But whatever it is, we're 1-0 up! Or it might be another goal for Jeff King! Woo!
He's got 6 goals as well.
Hello! Hello!
The best National League right.
But they're giving it to Joe Quigley, folks!
For a few seasons, I think when we talk about someone
I have no idea who's scored, but...
He was at Boreham Wood, they've got his move to the Football League. I think Jeff would have been certainly in that bracket as well. I think Chesterfield to sign him under a new contract is a good bit of business for them, but I think he's absolutely brilliant going forward. I think defensively, one-on-one, he's got better. And I think he's now...
My name of Joe Quigley! Joe Quigley! Joe Quigley! Goes by name of Joe Quigley!
Shade over a quarter of an hour gone. Certainly was a significant touch in there off quickly. And Solihull hit back immediately here. Callum Whelan is one of those stood over this as he now moves away, and Osborne will take it. Half a chance there.
Joe Quigley! Joe Quigley! Goes by the name of Joe Quigley! Joe Quigley! Joe Quigley! Goes by the name of Joe Quigley! Wow!
Here's the goal that separates the sides.
The guy's on form, the guy's on smoke! The guy's on smoke!
Yeah, it's Quigley's goal.
Woo! Getting Quigley, lad! Getting Quigs! Getting Quigs! Getting Quigs! The douche! Keep going, boys!
He's only scored once in the last 10, but as we've already said, he offers so much else to the side, doesn't he?
He's been absolutely brilliant this season, and I think when he came in from Yeovil, I think certainly he came under an element of criticism because of the injury to Shamanga and the standards that Kabongo had set in terms of the goals. I think he did struggle, but I saw performances, we'd seen performances in him that they were there. And I think now the fans have seen the work rate. I think you've got to give full credit to the Paul Cook and the Chesterfield staff for working with him. And yes, he can score more goals, of course, but as you mentioned before, there's more...
Come on, come on, lads! Oh, you jamming it! Oh, you lucky Ryan Boot!
Regain their composure a little bit here. Mandeville with King out wide. Mandeville again. Chesterfield really have their tails up here. Grimes. Clements. Barnett. Movement through the middle from Dallas. Barnett just held on to it too long.
That is a dirty challenge, ref! That is dirty!
Dobra is down here. There's no immediate reaction really from the referee here, but the Chesterfield players aren't happy. Feel maybe that Dobra was kicked while he was on the ground here. Oh dear, that is not good at all.
That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace. That is a disgrace. That should be a red card offence. You literally kicked the player while he was down on the ground.
Get away with as a player. But you kind of know what you're doing when you're doing that. You're not stamping on someone, you're just kicking through someone. You know what you're doing.
It's a former Mansfield player at Chesterfield as well, and for anyone who's not aware, they don't like each other much.
That is true, and it's Chesterfield 1. Solihull Moors 0, folks.
Didn't expect this might get a bit feisty, you know, Adam, because Danny Webb was saying, the assistant at Chesterfield, that payback was on their minds a bit after, of course, Solihull knocked them out of the playoffs last season. It's got a bit of an edge to it.
I would say that would have certainly been in Paul Cook's team talk before. Whether he admits it or not, you have to look back to what you heard last season and how far they've come this season. You have to set the marker now, don't you? Leonardi's almost said he's giving his side a free hit. Paul Cook can't afford that kind of luxury. I thought they started the game slowly, but then I think they've brought themselves really back well into this game now.
Certainly is so much threat in this Chesterfield side right now.
Yep.
Only Wrexham and Notts had scored more National League goals than the Spyrites this season. Osborne.
What a good start from us, folks.
We're going to have another look at the goal in a moment, the free kick, Adam, because I just wonder, you know, as King plays it, I think there's a hint of offside about it. We'll have another look at it. Not certain on that at the moment, but it looked really tight to me. I have to say.
Really tight.
It is now, folks, in one of the other games. Tadcaster Albion 2. Pontefract Collieries 0.
On that one, yeah, I'd like to see it again, but I have to say initially I wondered whether it might have been offside, but anyway, we'll have another look at it in a moment. Dobra will quickly up with him.
Go on, Chesterfield. Have a shot. Something. Anyone. Shoot.
Mandeville combining with Whelan. King with the chance to cross. Chesterfield looking threatening. Didn't dig it out, instead found Mandeville. Whelan.
Go on, Whelan. Anyone for a corner? Yes, well done.
But it's a corner. It's nice play that from Chesterfield.
Yeah, it's a decent possession.
And Mansfield are 2-0 down away at Harrogate.
About them is a good confidence now. They've got themselves that goal. Where Solihull was probably dictating the early period of this game. Now Chesterfield have really taken the game by the scruff of its neck now and asking more questions.
It's been an entertaining first half so far. We're halfway through it. As over it
Go
goes
on,
towards
head up.
Grimes, who won his header.
Yo!
Quickly.
Oh, quickly. Quiggs. Quiggs. Wow. I thought it was going to go in. I thought it was going to go in, folks.
Because
Quiggs.
he's had so much time now to hit that back towards goal. Maybe test Ryan Boot a little bit more. Just gets himself that little yard there.
Just unlucky. Unlucky, Quigley. Unlucky, Quiggs. Not a bad player as Joe Quigley. You just got to give him the luxury. You just got to give him a chance, and he will bury it. But what a free kick that was! You cannot say that wasn't an exquisite free kick. But the other thing was it a free kick in the end in the grand scheme of things? And also, should Solihull be down to 10 men? I think Solihull should be down to 10 men. They kicked the player while the player was down, which in any game, that's a saying of offence, because like the commentator said, he knew what the player was doing. The player knew what he was doing. The player knew what he was doing, so.
Grimes.
And if you guys go on to, if you unable to watch the whole of the live stream, clips from like the goals, reactions, all like that will all be on the Football Live Watch Along Clips playlist. Go on, that's a ball! Oh! Joe Quigley unlucky. Good ball in. I'm just trying to see who put the ball into the box. Ball. I think I'll put the ball into the box for someone to go and attack. I'm just trying to have a little look. The ball got put into the box, and the header was just a bit went over the bar from Joe Quigley. Unlucky there, Chesterfield.
Dallas making the run through the middle, and the goalkeeper's off his line.
Come on, Chesterfield, defend. What a challenge! What a challenge!
Mike Jones in the right place at the right time there.
Good challenge, I'll give him that.
What he's in the side to do, really.
He's in for a reason, and it's for that reason alone. That is a good statement of how good our defence can be when we're on the game line, we're on the ball, we can do it. You just have to give a bit of hope and a bit of belief within the players, within the club. And we're doing what we're doing at the moment.
We haven't forgotten, by the way, about having another look at the goal, just to double check on the offside, but the game is so good right now, we can't find a moment to take a look at it. Which is a good thing, I suppose, in a way. Free kick here for Solihull, foul by Mandeville.
That's now a chance for Neil Eilid's just to set things up. Certainly a late challenge. I think the referee's looking at him to try and play advantage as much as possible.
I'm gonna quickly go and sort this out.
Kelleher has already had one good chance from a set piece. He's being watched by Grimes. Chesterfield took the lead from a free kick in a not too dissimilar position at the other end of the pitch. Some holding there by Grimes on Kelleher as it swung in. Barnett. Kelleher stayed forward. Oh, and it's Sabara, and it's deflected and it's wide.
Nearly a goal for Solihull, folks. Sabara with the effort, and it just goes wide. Oh, Fitzsimmons is post.
It's just agonisingly wide the post, isn't it? I think Williams just gets that final touch. Don't know anything really about it.
It came off the former Solihull player. Corner kick placed by Osborne. Certainly came out to be struck. Well, let's have another look at the goal that separates the sides then. The free kick from King, which has swung in, quickly applied the final touch. Let's just have a look. Is there an offside here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very tight,
It is
isn't
tight. I think Storr as a player, if you see at the top of your screen there, maybe just playing him on, but and then we had the famous VAR here, I think. That may have been disallowed.
Well, they'd be getting the lines out
Yeah.
if it was on VAR. It is exceptionally tight. And in terms of the assistant...
So guys, keep your questions in the chat, like, sub, and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
One thing we do know, Adam, is it's an absolute peach of a ball in from Jeff King.
So many times in that position, Adam, when you look
It
at
is,
into the box, it's all about
sadly,
pace.
folks,
Some people overheat,
Wrexham
some
1,
people
Aldershot Town 0.
And as a defender, you can't defend against that. It was the perfect ball into the box, and no one gets a touch on it. That squeezes into the bottom corner, and that's what makes it a really good ball.
And this is what I'm not looking forward to. The goal scorer, we are not going to know what it is yet, but I don't want to know.
To say Chesterfield's home form this season has been good. They've won 7 of their 9 league games here. 2 games defeats to Maidenhead and Dagenham and Redbridge. Drawn a game at home since May, and they're in front here. As Kelleher finds Barnett.
And the goal scorer, folks, for Wrexham is none other than Paul up your arse, Mullen. Ah! God damn that bloke! Ah! Paul Mullen shite! Ah! Paul Mullen has scored for bloody Wrexham. And we're literally only 5 points. 5 points behind Notts and 6 behind Wrexham, so we're still keeping on the coattails. At least we're doing well.
Store again. He was one of the players to miss a penalty in that shootout at Hartlepool in the week. Barnett, important source of creativity for Solihull, and he's took out a really good ball there.
Good defending, boys!
Into a great area. Another ball into the box, and Barnett looking to get on the end of it. It's a goal kick that's given. We saw John Askey sadly lose his job during the week, and our next live game comes from York, up against one of the title contenders, Wrexham. That's Saturday the 3rd of December, so a couple of weeks from now. For the first time, BT Sport will be showing live games from the 6th tier. One from National League North, Kidderminster against Chester on the 7th of December, and another from National League South, Braintree against Dulwich Hamlet, Sunday the 11th of December. And on that same day, actually the 11th, we'll also have a live National League game, 2 Oldham against Torquay. Barnett.
Come on, Chesterfield!
Barnett continues his run and looks for the return.
Good challenge! Well done, Jones!
Another tiny challenge there from Mike Jones.
Let me know in the chat, folks. Who do the poll? Who do you support, Chesterfield or Solihull Moors?
Osborne to take the corner. It's been a pretty good reaction from Solihull to going a goal down. They've created a couple of decent chances as well, as Osborne sends it in.
Well done, clearance. Well done. Guys, keep your questions in coming in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's Chesterfield 1, Solihull Moors 0. Both in the National League. It is Wrexham 1, Aldershot Town 0, and Notts County 0, Yeovil Town 0.
I promise we're bringing goals from elsewhere. Let's go to York first. It's John Askey sacked during the week. Now we're actually going to have a look at Wrexham first. York have scored though. Mullin has got the goal that, as it stands, has put Wrexham top of the table, 1-0 up at the racecourse against Aldershot. I'll show you that York goal in a moment. In fact, let's have a look at it now. It's interesting to see what sort of performance we got from York today after John Askey's departure in the week. Dooku has put them in front. Looks like a good crowd as well.
Baffling sacking that one, Adam, I must admit. Can't really work out where that decision's come from. The way that they've been this season, the amount of players that he's signed. You know a John Askey side want to play, and sometimes you can have that performance every now and then that's not quite right when they're not good on the ball, but yeah, it's a real strange one for me.
Come on, Chesterfield!
To his right, quickly to his left, he's picked up.
Yes! Oh, Mandeville!
Really important touch.
Oh, Mandeville!
Threw himself in the way.
Oh, what a challenge that was.
Nearly 2-0 Chesterfield, folks.
I mean, they're vulnerable at the back now because Vaughan's really pushed himself forward into a position that's too far up the field, but it's all about the
Should have been
pace of
2-0.
the ball, and it's
Should have been
perfect.
2-0.
And you think goal, but then all of a sudden Kelleher comes across and makes an absolutely brilliant challenge to stop the game going 2 goals.
King's corner quickly looked to get.
Go on! Oh, Williams.
Get his header on target. quickly, could have had a hat-trick by now.
It's a brilliant ball in there.
Unlucky.
Just gets it on Jones, doesn't he?
Dobra. He seized upon that. Callagher got there. Chesterfield. I mentioned earlier what a goal threat they are. Only two National League sides have scored more than them. They've scored at least twice in each of their last 4 National League home games. How will he feel, do you think, Adam, about the first?
I think you'll be really
35
pleased,
minutes?
Adam. I think you know when you come up against a side that even they've got quality against them, even though they haven't has been consistent this last 6 games, getting that first goal is always going to be really, really important. I think the performance against Torquay, I think what's really been missing from a Chesterfield performance at them is an absolute hammering of a side, and they finally got that against Torquay. I know that result's been coming for them.
Come on,
I
lads.
think they've played well in this game now. Maybe they should have been. Scoreline doesn't reflect the dominance they showed in this game so far.
Grimes. Speak to people who follow Chesterfield. They don't take too kindly to anybody who says that it's a 2-horse race, this title race between Notts and Wrexham. They feel that they're very much in it.
They are. I mean,
We are in it. We're only 5 points, only 6 points off the top, so we are still in it.
Dallas. Quite run for Sabara. Nicely brought down by...
Well done, we won. Well done, Fitzsimmons.
Clark. Callagher put under
Clark, who shouldn't even be on the pitch.
under pressure.
The guy who actually kicked out a player while he was on the floor.
Of the Liverpool backup goalkeeper Queeveen Callagher. Chesterfield appealing for offsides, and the flag does indeed go up.
he strains offside, doesn't he, Joe Sabara? Haven't quite found him in those
Come on, boys.
positions.
Keep it together.
You find that he makes
36
the
minutes
side
played,
again.
folks. Chesterfield 1 at Solihull Moors
National League
0.
Team of the Year last season, Sabara claimed 4 of the club's end of season awards and the non-league papers Young Player of the Year award. A lot of people expected him to move to the Football League over the summer, but they got him on a new deal.
Exactly, and that was a really important thing for Neil Lardley.
Come on, lads.
When you've got good players.
Guys, keep putting your question in the chat, like, someone subscribe if you can.
From the EFL.
If you want to.
Neville's kept it in.
Oh, unlucky.
Oldacre, crowd enjoyed that from Williams, which seemed entirely deliberate. Dobra. Clements. Just put himself into the side recently.
Keep an eye on the score so I can keep checking. It is now Wrexham 2, Aldershot Town 0.
Oldacre. Dobra, he'll bend one.
Nearly good shot by Dobra.
You see what he's going to do with that first touch of his to create the opportunity to try and bend that into that top right hand corner. Good patient up, build up play there from Chesterfield again.
Clark. Barnett. Spotted the run from Sabara. It's just kept
Wow, wow, and wow. It is, I can't believe I'm going to say this, it's Ossett United 3. Is it 3? Yep, Ossett United 3, Grantham Town
Vanderbilt.
0. But then listen to this, folks. It is Adcaster Albion 2, Pontefract is 3. What the heck? What the heck? That's right, Chet. You were 2-0 down. Wow, that is some comeback and a half. Mikey Dunn with 1 and Adam Presley with
to get their
Who goes,
play. His
folks?
one-on-one areas up against defenders. He's always looked lively, Dobber. He's always looking to try and get on the ball. It's been a really, really good outball for them. It's a great first touch from there. You can see what he's going to do there. Just couldn't quite generate the power.
And look at how crap Grantham Town are now, folks. They are literally one place above the drop zone.
Clements.
I was just checking on the results. I thought I'd check on them, and that was just a shock in itself.
Just about had enough on it to take it out of play. Wrexham have doubled their lead at the racecourse. Mullin had got the first, and this is the second against Aldershot James Jones, who's got this one. Of course, Notts County had started the day top of the table, and a record National League regular season crowd at Meadow Lane, but they're yet to take the leads against Yeovil and Wrexham. Another one of the title contenders, 2 goals up now. Osborne. The follow through of Osborne may have accidentally got the Chesterfield player involved there. Here is Osborne again. The referee looking for it to carry on, but gone out of play before Clark could get there.
Come on, Chesterfield. Who's down? Might be Oldacre.
The player who's affected here.
Initial reaction, I don't think it was deliberate though from Osborne. Yeah, it's the follow through afterwards that catches him. Totally undeliberate though. Certainly a real sore one.
I saw one here for Oldacre. Gives me a chance to ask you what you've made of this first 41 minutes, Adam. It's been a good watch,
It's been a really good watch. 2 very, very good sides. The most important thing is that Chesterfield have scored when they were on top in the game. I think that when you reflect on both sides of how the first half's gone so far, I think he'll be certainly more the happier. Yes, with the goal, but I think with the all-round gameplay, really limited Solihull Moors to a few half chances. Really, the Sabara one that was deflected past the post is the one that I can really think of. And I think he'd be slightly disappointed, Paul Cook, that he's not got more goals. I think his side needs to do better in the final third with the final pass, because at the moment, I think the final pass is coming far too deep in their half to try and find Dallas and Sabara. If they get
And it's a goal, folks. A going League 1 is Sheffield Wednesday 1. Shrewsbury Town 0, folks.
This is though he's fine to continue here. Darren Oldacre, who was signed from Dorking over the summer. He won promotion from the 6th tier with that.
Goal scored by McGuinness on 39 minutes.
Scored a lovely goal at Torquay last weekend. Oldacre.
So guys, keep you voting in the chat for who do you support.
Just down to 10 for a moment, Chesterfield, while I wait for Oldacre to be allowed back on as he is now.
At the moment, just gotta hope he can get another goal. Because he's still vulnerable while being 1-0 up. Good challenge.
Mandeville. Whelan. Really well.
Go on! Oh!
Ball was on for Oldacre. Beautifully done. As Solihull look to go on the attack in the final couple of minutes of this first half. Dallas taking on Williams. Cleared by Jones. Osborne. shooting end to what looked a fairly promising move that for Solihull. Tricky run of form right now, Neil Ardley's side, but when you look at the quality that they do have, I'd be surprised if they didn't end up in the playoffs again, and I think that's what he feels as well, that they'll come strong in the second half of the season.
Oh, most definitely. I don't think there's a squad here that's going to be really challenging for the title. There's certainly a squad of players here, and the quality of manager that will certainly see them into the playoffs, most definitely.
What they did need, Solihull, when Ardley was appointed, was stability. He was the sixth different man to be in charge on a permanent basis since the departure of Marcus Bignut in 2016, a man who got them up from National League North. Into added time we go at the end of this first half.
3 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half, folks. 3 minutes.
Grimes. Williams. Almost 4 years with Solihull. Tyrone Williams was part of the squad that had the club's highest ever finish when they came second under Tim Flowers in 2019. Quigley. I think Quigley feels he should have had a free kick there. Russell, the referee today. Bowled out here by Boot.
Well, lads.
There's a foul there on Osborne. A good stop-start, isn't it, at the end of this first half? The game in general, though, the first half has been really good to watch. It's had a good flow about it.
It will certainly suit Chesterfield just to see this first half finish the way it has done.
Clark.
And it is in one of the other games. It's Burton 1, Plymouth Argyle 0.
Was firm there on Dobra. He's going to get booked as well. Didn't get booked in the end there, Storer. Just thought from his reaction for a moment there that he was about to be, but just the free kick. Ahead of your shot, Paul Cook, the Chesterfield manager, has gone down the tunnel a little early, anticipating the half-time whistle here, and he's probably right. He's just changed his mind. And off he goes. There is the half-time whistle. Good first half to watch that. Solihull have had some half chances. But Joe quickly converted.
Half-time, folks. Chesterfield 1, Solihull Moors 0. I will see you guys in about a few minutes. I just got to pop up quickly. And we're going to have a good old conversation. So I won't be long, folks. now back, folks. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first half.
Even after your playing career, you can't get out of it.
No, I'm in the strike. Listen, as a striker, we stick together. So for me, he's in there where it matters. If he's not there, there's no goal.
Dallas is a striker. Dallas is a striker.
Well, that's unfortunate for Dallas. So Dallas hasn't got an own goal against his name now.
Okay, listen, let's move on. Mandeville. Mandeville's chance there, if they go 2-0 up here, and is that game over?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think the way Chesterfield, once they got the first goal, you know, they just took control of the game. They took the ball away from Solihull, and Kelleher does unbelievable there. You know, at first he's looking at Quigley, then once Dobber passes the ball to Mandeville, he sees the danger and realises he has to get across quickly. Gets across and makes an unbelievable block.
Yeah, that's the key point there. If you watch him, he sees the danger so early and he's fully sprinting as fast as he can to get across there. You might look and say he could have done better and taken the shot early, but it's great defending.
Okay, we've got a goal or two for the rest of the National League action, but first we need to go to a break. See you shortly.
So there you guys go to vote on what you guys think of the first half between Chesterfield and Solihull Moors. So guys, keep your questions coming.
What's up? Welcome. Today we're going to be listening to a new Casket song. It's called Guiding Light. This is a new track from last year, I think. Openly big and dramatic, but it's like tight. What's up? Welcome. Today we're going to be listening to a new Casket song. It's called I guess you could say that you're one of the senior members of the squad, I guess.
Yeah, it's that I can't really remember too much about.
And what's your question to me?
So hopefully in the second half we can go and play well, play with a bit of intensity and go for it. So guys, hopefully Chesterfield can go and get a goal in the second half and hopefully make it count. Keep your questions coming.
Hoping it's going to be warm. Okay, it's heavy. See what's inside.
So guys, keep your questions coming. I'll answer as many of them as I can. Come on, Chesterfield, let's get it going in the second half.
National League coverage of Chesterfield against Solihull. The Spyrites 1-0 up at half-time. Joe Quigley potentially getting it. Andrew Dallas maybe with an own goal. We can't make our minds up. But elsewhere in the National League, again at Meadow Lane, it's goalless between Notts County and Yeovil. Mark Cooper's side doing well to go in at half-time goalless. But you can see there, 16,000 fans were expected today. Football for a fiver. Credit to the club. It's a great sight there. Elsewhere at the racecourse, Wrexham have been perfect there all season. They've won every single game and they're currently 2-0 up. This being the first. Super Paul Mullin with his 14th goal of the campaign already. Right, it's no shock that Wrexham are 2-0 up there, really, is it, Aaron?
No, it's not. Listen, they've been excellent there. You know, perfect record. This will be 10 out of 10 at home this season. You know, I said it earlier on, they're going to take some stopping. At home, they're definitely going to take some stopping.
And this will be them going top if it stays the same as well. How important is it to top the league at any stage of the season other than the end?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant to be top. You know, you that's where you want to be. The key to it is once you do get top, stay in there. And Notts County are not gonna let them do that.
Sam, Aaron, thank you very much. So we'll be back after the game, obviously. Also on BT Sport, it's the Dettol One-Day International Series. The third one-day series is Australia against England. Tuesday morning, 3 a.m. BT Sport 1. Back to you, Adam Virgo and Adam Summerton.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, with Wrexham winning, Notts County, as it stands, dropping points. Of course, Chesterfield will be very keen to see this through. A chance to close the gap on Notts County, who remember started the day top of the table. It's Wrexham who, in the as it stands table, who are top.
Second half is on the way. Chesterfield 1, Solihull Moors 0.
The action we see from Solihull after the half-time team talk from Neil Ardley will be interesting here, Adam. I think whilst they did trail at the break, we saw one or two positive signs from them in that first
I mean,
half.
they had moments in the game. I think that's where Neil Ardley can maybe just take one or two positives from it, where I think Paul Cook's side probably consisted more consistency throughout that half in terms of chances created and not really allowing Solihull Moors too many opportunities to test Ross Fitzsimmons in the goal. Just thinking that final third a little bit more. They need to win the ball higher up and thread through balls more to get Dallas and Sabara into the game. When the ball's been out wide, they've hardly had anybody in the box in terms of when they're looking for crosses to come in. But they need a good start to the second half like they started the first.
But they did win here last season by 3 goals to 2. It was a dramatic victory as well. 3 games unbeaten away from home right now. Solihull, despite the difficulties that they've been having of late. Osborne, the player hurt here. King.
Come on, Chesterfield, let's get it going in the second half.
Real result, wasn't it, recently for Chesterfield to get King on a new contract till 2024. It's option of a further year for the club too. Quigley's waiting.
Oh!
Resist the shot in the end, Dobra.
If you guys like the stream, don't forget to like button, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new.
To the left-hand side where he's been positive every single time that Dobra's been in these positions. I think he's just been disappointed with the quality of the execution of that shot there.
Osborne had to go off injured during the week in the FA Cup tie against Hartlepool. That was his first game back after a spell on the sidelines. He missed a month of action and he's struggling again here.
He's been maybe a figure for the last 18 months, Adam, with his fitness. It's been a real issue for him to really find consistent amount of games.
Remember, he missed the promotion final last season through suspension as well, didn't he? Whelan with the foul on Osborne, who probably could have done without that. He's gone for goal. Oh, and it's troubled the goalkeeper a little bit. Did well to keep it out. Fitzsimmons.
It's great awareness there. I was at a game on Sunday and I said this because I was watching the game behind the goal, and I said I'm surprised players don't do that more, the way the goalkeepers stand off their line, take the shot on.
Come on, lads! Go on! Go on! Oh!
Did the first pitch superbly.
Yeah, did brilliantly there. Go on your left foot, maybe just lay it into Dobra. Poor defending all round for both centre halves there, put themselves in all kinds of trouble. See the space that Dobra's in, if he just lays it off to him. Poor they don't look back on these missed chances.
You do wonder whether it could catch up with Chesterfield. Think back to some of the really good opportunities they've had now to add to the one goal they do have. Now by Quigley.
And it is now Harrogate 3, Mansfield 0. And one result is going our way. Altrincham are beating Woking. What?
Dobra. Over towards Quigley it went. And King's there. And he'll hit it left foot.
Oh, King!
Pressure here from Chesterfield.
It's important now he just settled things down slightly. Almost convincing punch there from him. Just about gets there before Mandeville gets that little touch into the goal.
Mandeville. Whelan. King.
Come on, lads.
Quigley's there.
Oh, no one's there.
Behind him. Kept in by Clements. Dobra.
That's a free kick.
Trip on Dobra.
You've got to wonder how Neil Hardy's side were going to come out at the start of this second half. You have to say they've not started this second half well at all. Just wonder how it'll be too long before looking to his bench. It's one of those first half performances where they make a sub at half time and you give it 5-10 minutes and then all of a sudden you make those changes, see how the players come out second half, how they've reacted. And at the moment they've not reacted well at all just yet.
You can see there's a few warming up there for Solihull. About 5 minutes of the second half. Chesterfield eager to add to that first half goal. Quickly, and Mandeville leapt for it. Clark got it clear. Slipped by Sabara. Now he's won it back. Chance perhaps to counter, or there was, but it's quickly lost. Whelan. Done well of late, Solihull against Chesterfield. They won 3 of the last 4 meetings, including last season's playoff semi-final. Chesterfield were 2-0 up in the fixture here last season before his side came back to win 3-2. He'll be hoping for another comeback today. And he'll be thinking right now, Adam, I'm sure, who he can turn to on the bench. Sure, Alex Reid just sat behind him there as well, who's a potential option, although he's not one of those who's gone out to warm up.
No, Alex Reid. Donald was another one, and Josh Kelly you're probably looking at as his options.
flicked on by Quigley.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Kelleher turns away from Dobra. Storer. Russell getting in the way of that.
And it is now Bristol Rovers 1.
More involved,
I've got to say, they've started really poorly in the second half. And Dallas and Sabah as the players that need to feed off.
Peterborough, nil.
Just at the moment, he's just a real bystander. You can see the runs that he's trying to make, but at the moment, he's just not really getting on the end of it.
Well, Barnett has done well here, and he's got Dallas in support.
One defend.
For the cross. There's a slip there by Osborne. Challenged by Oldacre. I still can't believe they didn't get the decision there. Chesterfield, you can see the bench and Osborne asking the question of Matt Russell. Kelleher. Won't stay in there. Solihull would look to make a change. I'm hearing that it could be Chesterfield.
Come on, boys.
Substitution, Akinola ready. It's Mandeville.
Oh, Mandeville.
Was well blocked by Joey Jones. Dobra. Oldacre.
Oh, bad pass.
Dallas. Barnett. Osborne. Clark. Intercepted by King. Mandeville. Oldacre.
Come on.
Left by Whelan.
That's a ball.
For King.
Go on, King.
Such a good move that, but then the ball for Whelan just wasn't good enough in the end.
Thank you very much for the 2 likes. I highly appreciate it, folks.
I've had warning signs, Solihull, and I don't think they've read the danger yet.
Kelleher. Sabara looking to latch onto this. Fitzsimmons came out quickly. Good goalkeeping.
Yeah, don't mind him, the keeper. He's done well between the sticks since coming in. Between him and Lucas Coverland.
And keeping Coverman was played through, and that's brave, and that's a chance.
Way!
As well.
Right on cue there. I thought he was to give away a penalty, but does really, really well. And how it really sums it up at the moment for Solihull Moors in the final third. That shot there really says everything. Disappointing miss. When you've had few opportunities, few chances.
Dallas unable to get it on target with the goal gaping. Quickly. Dobra.
Come on, Chesterfield, let's get a second. Oi!
Foul by Kelleher right in front of the referee. Have his name taken here, Kelleher.
Challenge there, can't really have too many complaints with the yellow card. And the referee's just tried to let the game flow as much as possible, keep his cards in his pocket.
His second spell now with Solihull. Kelleher rejoined on a season-long loan from Bradford City. With Celtic as a youngster. You don't really want to be giving away free kicks in this sort of range when the opposition have Jeff King in their side.
Again, it's just about the pace of the ball that goes into this box. Quigley and Williamson, Grimes will be the players to aim at. It's got an angle towards goal as well.
It's floated in. It's a great delivery to Quigley.
Oh, unlucky.
Surprised he didn't do better with that.
There's another chance. That's what
So guys, keep putting your questions in the chat, like, comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
maybe shading offside ever so slightly. I mean, he's getting in the right areas, and that's what you want to see from strikers. I just think at the moment, that consistency to take chances, still lacking a little bit.
He had to hold his run to stay on sides. It's Whelan, and now the flag does go up.
Doesn't need to be offside there, Adam. You have to believe you're going to get a chance.
It's right.
Yeah.
Call, isn't it?
Oh, it's certainly offside there, only just though.
I remember watching Whelan when he was playing for Manchester United's under-18s. Years ago, he was with United for a long time, 8 years. Didn't make any senior appearances, but spent 12 years with the club. You look down the leagues, it's always so noticeable how much Manchester United have contributed to the whole pyramid through their youth system. You know, only a select few will make it through to the first team, but so many ex-Manchester United youth products in the right down the pyramid. Flicked on by Dallas. Sabara finds Whelan.
Come on, lads!
Support here now. Storer. Volley clear by King. Joey Jones. Osborne turned into trouble a bit there. Oldacre first to it. Dobra further in front.
Go on, keep passing
Be
it!
careful, remember, on a booking. Lovely back heel by Dobra. Whelan with time and space. Half an hour to go.
Go on! Mandeville! Oh, you rat!
King will latch onto this. He's got options in the middle. He's got Mandeville in support as well.
Pass it, but do something!
Whelan wants
Why do that? Why?
the connection wrong there.
Just looking a little bit too precise sometimes. Just maybe the extra pass is costing them a little bit. That's that final ball's just lacking slightly.
Sabara. Storer. Whelan. Storer.
Come on, keep it together! Keep it together!
Barnett. Storer. Jones. Clark. Barnett goes on the outside.
Way! That's so
don't think that what happened in the week psychologically, physically has affected their performance today?
I think so, a little bit. They are really down to the bare bones in terms of what he has available to select.
So Kelly, who's going to be coming on.
I'm no surprise when Osborne's been struggling maybe for the last 10 minutes to carry on the way that he is. I mean, the way that Neil Arley's side have always played has been a high tempo on the front foot counter-attacking side. I think with the amount of games that his side have come up against, that performance midweek against Hartlepool, that being a defeat, the amount of games he's played in the last few weeks, just almost seems they're just hitting that stage where they just can't find that consistency in terms of performances.
They're going to have a 2-week break, aren't they, after this, and they need it really. Osborne looks as though he's finally going to be forced off injured. Just can't catch a break at the minute, Osborne, can he? He was out for a month, came back, had to go off injured again, and now is another game back, and he's having to go off injured once more. So Josh Kelly on and Osborne off. Kelly had a great season at Maidenhead in the previous campaign, the club where he came through the youth system. 15 goals he got in the league last season. He was one of those who failed to score his penalty in the shootout against Hartlepool in the week. He took the second penalty, Storer failed to convert the first one. Whelan. Dobra.
Hello.
Clements.
Go on.
Oldacre, really nice move this.
Oh, for God's sake, you bunch of twats!
Some of the approach play from Chesterfield.
Yeah, we should be 5 or 6 up.
But still only the
That's what's
one goal to
annoying.
show for their troubles.
Sort of keeps you in the game, doesn't it?
We see some changes from Chesterfield's Akinola, who's on loan from Arsenal. One of those to be brought on by Paul Cook, defensive midfielder by trade.
Come on.
Is going to be coming on as well. Hearing Whelan and Quigley are the players who are going to make way. Barnett gives it away to Grimes.
Someone needs to finish.
On here for the Spirates. Dobra. Mandeville. Central.
Yeah, but we need more.
This is Mandeville.
We need at least one more, then at least.
King. Manning makes things happen.
That's the ball! Ah, you twat, 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 twat!
Jones played it forward.
The only person that won't get called a twat is the guy you thinks was in his back pocket, Jeff King, because that guy's top goal scorer. So he can't be called that.
Tom Whelan. The man who comes off Akinola's introduction. He's done well since his loan spell. Anthony Aldershot got some game time there. Served its purpose, that loan move.
It's inevitable that was going to happen. Everyone knew that.
Aldershot was maybe the end of his career, but he's come back really, really strong and fielding that role so well for Paul Cook's side, and another effective performance from him.
Come on, Akinola.
On loan from Arsenal. Again, signed him 2 years ago after he'd been released by Huddersfield.
On the bench, we
Quickly, he's had opportunities to add to the goal that he got.
and here comes on the legend. Come on, go Shavanga, get us a goal.
24 goals in 27 league appearances last season before his campaign was ended prematurely.
And Akinola, we've got on loan from Arsenal's academy.
Paul Cook, just a predator, natural goal scorer in Kabongo Shabanga. He'll be sitting itching to get on the field after the chance that Chesterfield created.
That's a ball. That's a ball. Oh!
Williams was forward.
Why are you heading backwards? You should head it forward, you dick. Yeah.
25 goals in all competitions last season for Shamanga, the club's player of the year, despite the fact he got that leg
Wow.
fracture and dislocated
So we got someone who.
in February, which required surgery, a long road back, and maybe he's still feeling his way back to full fitness. Has been getting game time
Wow.
here and there. King, great overlapping run.
Yes!
To the back post.
Oh, you
Fuck!
fuck!
King got into a great position.
Ah,
Again.
how many? Yes! Free kick! That's a free kick, you cunt! Ah,
Can only go that time. Mandeville.
go on! Yes! Penalty! Fuck off! That is a fucking penalty, you do. Yes! Go! Yes! Ah! Fuck off! Ah, I thought he was gonna score then, and then he goes and walks it on the line. For God's sake!
It's a brilliant defensive block on the line.
We still had a penalty because the player literally.
Makes a switch off there. Shemanga's the only one who was alive. Jones that came
Ah.
across, but then booted it really, really well to go into the field.
Go and check some other scores, folks, to go in there.
Managed to keep themselves in the game.
Joey Jones.
And also, there's one thing that we can improve. City United 3, Grantham Town 0.
Chances now, Adam, haven't they? Chesterfield to get another one.
They end up drawing this game, or even while still losing it from this position. The amount of chances.
Yeah, and what makes it better, Tadcaster were 2-0 up.
You have to find that second goal.
So it shows who's the better.
Clark. Kelly with the cross. Just too much on it at the back post for Whelan. Akinola.
Oh, we got another score. We got another score to change, folks.
Shimanga.
Plymouth Argyle 1, Burton Albion 1.
Kelly. Renewed energy from him. Jones to tidy up for the Spirites. That's that really important role. And put to the back four for the Paul Cook side.
And it is now another score to change, folks. It is now Stockport County 1, Leyton Orient 2. And they're bottom of the National League. And it is still. Yep. And what makes it a shock, 16,000. The record attendance for the National League is at Notts County, and it's still 0-0 against Yeovil.
To look forward to against AFC Wimbledon.
No, Wrexham will be top by a point.
Very much they feel in
Yeah.
the title race. Because they've got a game in hand, haven't they, on the side?
I think they're playing.
Wrexham and Notts
They're
County.
literally playing all the big boys, but it's like how we played against Yeovil. They're very good attacking and very good defensively. It just depends how you play on the day. It just might be one of those games for Notts County where they could have chance after chance after chance, and not one of them wants to go in.
Jones.
He's not even the Brit. He's not.
Clark.
And is that referee the one who's the actual referee? Is he Australian or something?
Sabara chasing this grind.
Oh, so you already know he's going to be biased because Australia are playing, so he'll give it to make sure his country wins.
The Chesterfield player to start every league game this season.
Come on, we need a goal.
Solihull.
We need a goal. We need a goal. We need a goal. We need a goal. From all of the twats and all of the twats and all the fucks that I've said, we should have been 6 or 7 up. That's another free kick. That's another dirty. Solihull Moors, rummy cunt.
To continue here. Advantage played.
Come on. Come on, let's have a goal just to rub it in their faces for being dirty bastards.
Kings arrived in support.
Oh! Oh, Akinola! Quickly! Yeah! Hello, Larry, goal scorer. 2 goals in 2 games. Benny Clements. 2 2 goals in 2 games. Unlikely goal scorer. That's enough. Bailey Clements, unlikely goal scorer. He's only had 2 appearances all season. He scored in both. Yeah.
And when you're making real last-ditch challenges, it's only so often you're going to do it before you find the back of the net.
It's not Joe Quigley, it was Bailey Clements.
Joey Jones gets far too tight to Akinola, gets turned far too easily.
It was hard to... he scored a header, but apparently he was offside. But he managed to get away with that.
They just started chipping away the Solihull Moors back line. And finally...
Get him! Bailey Clements, 2-0. We're coming for you, Notts County. And Wrexham.
It's 2-2 for Clements, got his first senior goal in the win at Torquay last weekend. And there's a second...
Because at least if we keep winning, it keeps the title race in a 3-horse race. Even though we're only be 6, yeah, we'll be about 5. I think it's 5 off of second. So basically, 1 defeat for either of us, it then makes it wide open. So all 3 of us can't afford to lose a game.
Clearer early on in this second half. You're right. I don't think it's been a performance that's a worrying performance from Neil Arley's side. But the point is, I mean, when you look at where Solihull Moors were last season to where they are now, and where Chesterfield were last season to where they are now. I mean, the turnaround has been absolutely dramatic.
Yeah, that's why a lot, even commentators have been saying that a lot of people say it's a 2-horse race, but you always keep forgetting that there's not that much between all 3. So it's basically a 3-horse race, but we're just... Yeah, so the base... So it's just keep winning. Yeah, it's the same... And also, it's the same for Wrexham and Notts County, because if they drop 1, it will then give a little bit of a gap between them 2. So basically, like, none of them can afford to lose. So it's like...
Clemens has gone in at left back. I think defensively, down that left-hand side, they looked a lot more solid. Him playing at left back in those one-on-one situations.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. But the good... Yeah. But the good thing is, at the moment, at least we're having a bit of helping out, because we've got Altrincham beating Woking, and you've got Yeovil at least getting a draw at Notts County at the moment, which has made it a little bit more like we've got a chance to catch up with them. But it all depends on... Oh. Yeah, I've just remembered. Our next game we play Woking. Our next game's Woking. And Notts County's next game is Maidenhead, is Scunthorpe.
International side from Darlington 2 years ago. It's his second appearance of the season. He's been out for a long time injured.
And next game for Wrexham is not until the 3rd of December. The next game for most teams is 3rd of December because of you got FA Cup weekend. November 26th. So they should be playing. Wrexham should be playing Bromley, but we've got a game called off because we're now playing AFC Wimbledon that same weekend.
Feel-good factor at Chesterfield right now. One that's very audible too, isn't it?
So our next, and that was the Woking, that was supposed to be Woking, but then that's been moved. So our next game is against Halifax Town away. Oh, it's a goal! No, it's a save! What a save, Fitzsimmons! But and you know that we haven't got a good record against Solihull, but we're proving ourselves.
It's been calling out for that. It's a really important save. It's probably the one area that...
It's not bad. Our record against Halifax is Halifax have won 3 meetings, we've won 4 meetings, we've won 3. So it's like end to end. It was Solihull we bottled the playoffs, that we beat Halifax to get to play Solihull and lose. And we actually got their manager sacked. Because he literally left as soon as we played them.
That's what I mean by the clean sheets. I mean, when you look at that save there, that goes in as 2-1, then all of a sudden, the last 10-15 minutes of this game.
And you know what's weird? That game's being played at half 12.
Mentioned him halfway through this second half, the importance that he's had since coming into the
It is a lot of the National League games are moving their fixtures to 12:30, so it doesn't clash with the games in the World Cup.
Ahead of today and ahead of the weekend, there were 9 National League clubs with a better defensive record. So, in terms of
World Cup, because I think on that same day England are playing.
I think when I look at Wrexham, I think they're on 7 Notts County, 7 clean sheets. You're not going to win a league title at the moment with only 3 clean sheets. I think on average, part of the season they'll concede 2 goals a game.
The only good thing is some of the games during the World Cup, you might get more attendances at games like this going up than they usually would be.
Dallas looks to get there again. It's turned behind by King for a corner. Having a go now, Solihull.
Oh God! Oh God! I'm not looking forward to that. It's getting closer and closer. I wanted that date to stay away. 13th of December, Chesterfield are away to freaking Wrexham.
They came from 2 down here last season.
And that's coming up not long.
Barnett.
A team that we literally run them ragged at home.
It's Barnett again. Trapped by Dobra.
No, I think it's the only game I've noticed Wrexham not play at 100%. Since then, they've been winning game after game. And how is that not a free kick, ref? The referee's a joke.
Clark. Joey Jones. Cleared by Grimes. One for Shamanga to chase, but out comes the goalkeeper. Our next live National League game.
And let's check. We'll change another score for you folks. It is Grimsby Town 0, Stevenage 1.
Sunday the 11th, we had Braintree against Dulwich, and on the same day from the
Because the shock. That's what I'm saying. It's a shock because of.
you could really do with a positive result, couldn't they? Right now.
Yeah, and because I was expecting Grimsby, if they're at home, to literally go and perform, because when you're at home you tend to perform better at home.
So another change to be made.
Wait, he's finally coming on. About plumbing time. Why can you do it earlier, Paul Cook? On comes Jack Ukabulum. Come on, Ukabulum.
Born in Nigeria, but started out in AC Milan's youth system. He had trials with Wigan and Sheffield Wednesday and Brentford in the past. It's a great opportunity for him to impress at Chesterfield. Got 9 goals for Matlock in the 12 months he was there.
Wow. Wow. Oh, bugger off. Bugger off Ipswich and bugger off Plymouth. Oh, and now I've got to change another score for you folks.
Got to say, Gateshead are having a really good afternoon.
It's bugger off Plymouth, because they always seem to be doing well at the top, and then they seem to falter. They did it last season. They literally missed out on the playoffs, and it is now changing another score. It is now Plymouth 2.
With the 3 points there, and they really needed a good
Burton Albion 1. Yep. No surprise there.
Sides were they were both losing at the moment. See what happened, we focused a lot naturally on the title race this season, but when you look at that relegation battle, that could be quite compelling as well, couldn't it?
Oh, massively. I mean, Torquay 14 points, Scunthorpe 15, Gateshead now.
And Wednesday's next game is the FA Cup game against Mansfield, then they're away to Derby, which Derby ain't easy.
Never no guarantee in this National League. Torching them in 16th place. They start finding form now, don't they, these teams? There's been enough games to be played.
They can't really rely on, except those clubs who are not in the...
Wait, the guy's on the pitch. He came on at 3-0 down
National League carries
for Mansfield. He's actually come on the pitch.
during the World Cup.
Reece Ells, he's come on when they were 3-0 down. I thought he would have brought him when they were like 1 or 2-0 down.
I think
Get a bit of go.
Adam looked like a side who really need that.
No, Mandeville's already started the match. It was Ugabulami. You said Mansfield 3-0 down. I would have thought they would have brought maybe a striker or something on to maybe change the game. They brought one of their strikers on when they were already 3-0 down.
Sabara. Stora. King's Heather will come to Dallas. Gallagher with the header forward.
Why?
Danny Webb, the Chesterfield assistant manager, had said before the game how about maybe for them it was a bit about payback today after they were beaten 3-2 at home by Solihull last season, and then in the West Midlands in the playoff semi-final. Looks like they're going to get that payback, doesn't it, with just over 5 minutes to go. I think if we're honest though, they've created enough chances for this to be at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't think the scoreline reflects how dominant they have been in this game, and I think that would have been an
So he didn't look at it, so basically he just assumed that it didn't happen.
This is a good performance from them.
What an idiot, Chris Kendall. And it is now Tadcaster Albion 2, Pontefract Corys 5.
Swung in there by Sabara. Now, as we told you earlier, we're expecting the National League regular.
I know, because I'm trying to get through like that, and the Football League and the National League for certain games. I'm going through them all. Stocks. The 5th goal is scored by Jack Shepherd. Adam Priestley. And Adam Priestley scored a hat-trick.
I don't care what the ticket price is, Adam. To get 16,500 in a 50-year game is just what a tribute to Notts County.
He scored his first goal in the 25th minute and his hat-trick in the 44th.
Opportunity now when the Premier League's not on to go and support your local sides.
Yep, and the first goal was scored by Mikey Dunn.
Use incentives to put a fiver for a ticket, and so be it, because they'll certainly get the crowds in. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to see a goal yet, but
And I think if I'm pronouncing this guy, the guy who scored for Tadcaster is a guy called Luke Hinsley or Hinsley, whatever it is. Just trying my best. The attendance 405.
Tell you what, though, from a Chesterfield perspective, they're going to close the gap here on Notts County today.
But you know what this is? Sheffield FC 0, Stockton Town 6.
Stay down. It's fist in the cross. There's still going to be a chance here. It's clear by
Stop.
times.
Nick on the line now. Solihull will be here for another 3 years and not be able to score the way that they are in front of goal.
Because at the moment there is literally 3 points in it between Stockton and Worksop. And then it goes from 7. It's 7 points from second to third. It's 7 points. But then the one that's the most intriguing is you got from 6th to 3rd is basically 2 points. Yeah, because at one point when they were 2-0 down, they were going to finish 6th, and now they're going to finish 5th. But the good news is, 2 teams above them are playing each other and are drawing 1-1. So it's done them a bit of a favour. So they, yeah. But the only thing that the manager, if I was the manager, you'd be thinking right now, what would have been if they were to have beaten Brighouse on Monday? They would have been 3rd.
And still, Grimes got it clear.
He's been excellent in that middle of the defence, Jamie Grimes.
Yeah, and you know Grantham Town are literally only 2 points above the drop zone.
Let's get your player on that, Shadow.
It's not him. I think he's had a really good performance, and we've spoken about him time and time again. But you look at the assists for the first goal, the involvement in the second goal. Talking about a consistent player this season, and Jeff King, he's had another.
Let's have a look at it. Look at some of the attendances, folks, because sometimes it actually interests me to what different. Because you see different level. You see, I'll be shocked if there's like.
Talking about the best players at this level right now. Is he in the
Whoa! Attendance for a 4-0 win for Worksop, 609.
Consistency. I think when you look at players like him, Kane Smith, Joel Senior, we look at the fullbacks we've had in this
Not.
division. Boyce last season, who was left back at Solihull Moors.
I think. Please don't say this is who I think it is.
I think it's a really good bit of business for them.
contract is till 2024 with an option of a further year in the club's favour.
Is he actually arrived?
I'd be very surprised if there'd not been Football League interest in King. No free kick. Dallas.
But he's doing it all owing to help a good friend.
If Dallas had gone down there, Mandeville would have got booked.
But you know what he would have loved? You know what he loved to have. I bet in his head he'd be thinking, I've done it, but I would love to have done it if it would be more special if England won against Samoa. That would have made it even more special.
Solihull still haven't given up Sabara.
Of just running.
Storer.
The guy's a unit. I would love to see him try and do that with. I'm saying with some people in like the army and stuff. People in the army could do that. Yeah, and also he's doing it to help a friend.
To re-energise, regroup, get some players back fit again. Despite the fact that they're rather overwhelmed here today, I don't know about you, Adam, but I've seen enough from Solihull this season to suggest.
Come on, Chesterfield.
There or thereabouts in terms of the playoff places.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they haven't been at their best today, but then you have to give full credit to Chesterfield. I think they've been absolutely excellent in every area. Really limited to
Gavin Rothery with the goal in the 90th minute.
qualities they've got going forwards. I thought they started the game well. Neil Hardy's side, it just seemed to have faded the longer it's gone on. You're looking at your substitutes come on, and Donovan, you look at that chance. Maybe
Oh, Grimsby Town have equalised, folks. Grimsby Town have equalised.
But as you say, there's still enough in his squad and in his side to certainly be contending for the playoffs.
Remember last season, I think it was before the promotion final, Neil Hardy claimed that Wrexham had spent more.
Oh, Woking have equalised, folks. Woking have equalised. Fuck.
You could argue that they punched above their weight, Solihull, and
Woking have equalised, folks.
Thinking back to Tim Flowers' days.
It's 1-1.
King.
But at least we've won. Yeah. Next game for Ponty, they will be playing Long Eaton United, so you expect that to be 3 points. And Stockton are playing Hebburn Town, so that's, you got to hope Hebburn win that. And and Grantham are playing Bridlington Town. Way! 3 points! Bang on the money. We've get in!
Chesterfield, who are motoring at the moment, 8 unbeaten as well. Certainly heading in the
Full time, folks. Chesterfield 2, Solihull Moors 0. Like, subscribe to the bell notification, get it post, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Qatar versus Ecuador in the opening game of the FIFA World Cup.